Hi guys, welcome to Lagos Living this week. I'm so sorry, last week was crazy, Fashion Week. So I just had a lot of work last week, so I couldn't do a video last week, and I apologize. So this week, I want to do an episode about toxic relationships. So I had a conversation with a friend of mine this morning, and she had been complaining that her boyfriend was acting weird whenever she tried to work and whenever she was making money, and just always making her feel bad for actually making an effort. So it took me back to one of my very first relationships. It was a long time ago. I was with the person for 4 years, and it wasn't an easy ride. So I'm going to tell you my story and tell you how to deal with toxic relationships. So I met this guy when I was really young. I was really young, and he was just 2 years older than me. We clicked, young love, all that stuff. But I've always been an ambitious person. So I started trying to model. But then it became an issue of, oh, you can't model, with different excuses. The first excuse was, oh, people always assume models were prostitutes, or people always assume, well, we will always travel a lot, we won't have time for each other. Until one day, the truth finally came out. He had said clearly to me that if I start modeling, that I was going to meet people who were richer than him, and I would be taken away. And I looked at him, I'm like, I meet all these people every day, and I still turn them down for you. So why does a career that would potentially make me money and make us have a better life become an issue simply because I want to work? And then he said, oh, the day you start modeling is the day I leave you. And I was like, peace out. I took my shit and I left. So coming back to my friend's issue now, it's almost the same thing. And then I've had a conversation with a couple of friends of like guys, my male friends, about this issue, and asked them like, why do some men act this way? And it's one word: insecurity. You're insecure that a woman will make more money than you. Why would she make more money than you? Why is she so ambitious? Like, sometimes, not all Nigerian men, but sometimes I feel like the most annoying thing to some Nigerian men is a confident woman, an ambitious woman. Why is it so difficult to just accept the fact that we are hustlers too? This, my friend, works like a Jackie. She works so much. She buys stuff, she sells stuff, she dances, she does a lot of things just so that she's putting herself through school. And then this one boyfriend she's been with for a long time, that's now making her feel like she's not enough, or she's not good enough, or she's not doing enough. Not matter of doing enough, like she's not doing enough in the relationship. Like, he's always doing FBI, he's always checking on her, always making comments about her traveling and working. Man, for someone who has been in that situation, it has an effect on your psyche, especially if you're really in love with this person, because that's one person in the world that you expect to have your back at all times. That's the one person in the world you expect to always encourage you. That's the one person in the world you depend on emotionally and psychologically. But when that person now starts acting out or acting weird because you are succeeding or because you're making steps to be successful, then there's a big problem, and it's not with you, it's with that person. It's really with that person. So any relationship that makes you feel like you are less than what you are, or what you deserve, or what you feel you are, especially when it concerns you working and making money and being successful, that person is not for you. That person is really not for you, because at no point would I ever advise anybody to reduce their shine just so that that other person can feel comfortable. Man, fuck you and your comfort. For real. Fuck you and your comfort. What's so difficult in being supportive? What's so difficult in pushing that person? Of course, I know they're ungrateful human beings, They'll wake up in the morning and be like, yeah, I'm successful, so I'm out. Which is most men that do that shit. But when a woman is trying to work, it becomes an issue. Oh, you meet a better guy. Girl, man, nigga, we meet better guys every day. We meet people who have more money. We meet people who have offered us so much shit. But at the end of the day, we turn them down to stay with you. You know why? Because we believe in you. Why can't you have the same belief in us as well? Like, it's a very sensitive topic for me because I've been through this, and I understand my friend. I understand how my friend feels because she complains about it a lot. And man, God protect all my friends from men who don't want them to grow bigger than them. What are the odds that you would encourage somebody to grow, if a woman, young woman, to grow, and then at the end of the day, even if you're not growing as much as her, she plugs you in, and then you grow, and then somehow, because of the way the world is, the man will always succeed more than the woman at any given point in time in our Nigerian society, unless that woman is a hustler, like someone that does not give a shit. Then she will keep growing. But for you to wake up in the morning and say that you are going to stop or stunt her growth, or complain about it so much so I should relax and be in the house with you, doing what? Will you sip Gary for 4 years? Will you sip Gary for 7 years? Will you, are you not going to do something with your life? Anyways, I don't know. It's a very painful topic to talk about because it doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't make any sense why the human psyche or some people's defense mechanism is to shut you down because you're doing better than them, or because they feel you're going to do better than them. It's like and the funny thing is, it happens to so many of us that we don't even know it. It's after I left my first relationship that I realized that wait a minute, this guy was legit trying to make me not succeed. The modeling career that he said if I did he would leave me, he's still back there in my hometown, and I'm here in Lagos, and I made a big deal out of that career. So the truth of the matter is, I look at it as, whenever somebody tells you, oh, you can't do this because we're in a relationship, that person knows for a fact that you succeed at it and you'll do better than them. So please don't stop, please don't give up. Rather, just time doesn't mean anything. There's always time. Even if you have spent 200 years in a relationship with the person, as long as you feel like it's not fulfilling you, please have that conversation with your partner. And if the person still insists on, oh, you can't do this, and carry your load and move on. Really, there are people, I'm sure there are people in our lives that we thought that we'll never get over, we will always be in love with, but now, do you even think about them? You don't. Time will heal everything. Yes, it will hurt. You will be pissed off about the amount of time you spent and put in the relationship, but you are number one. Always remember that. It took me a long time for me to figure that out, but you are number one. Make sure that you have a fallback plan. Make sure that you have shit going for you as a woman before you jump into any relationship or anything. Like before you jump into a relationship, make sure that you have your own shit going. First of all, you will gain mad respect. Secondly, nobody will be able to talk to you anyhow. Thirdly, your partner is going to be afraid, like, if I mess up with this one, she will carry her load and go, because she can afford to move on. Most Nigerian girls will stay because all your money, you're leaning on this guy, all the money is coming from him. Why? Do something for yourself. Be ambitious. Be a hustler. Do stuff. Make some money for it. As in, do you know how it feels to spend money that you made? It's a sweet feeling. Sweet feeling. Anyways, guys, that's just my take on toxic relationships, and I hope you picked up one or two things from there. Examine your, it's not just boyfriend and girlfriend issues. It's friendships, different kinds of relationships. If you meet or see anybody who makes certain weird comments about you being successful or discourages you from taking risks and taking steps to actually make money, cut it off, man. Cut it off. Surround yourself with positive people. Surround yourself with people who have the same aspirations and dreams as you, and you will go very far. Alright guys, so see you next week. I promise I'll be back next week with another episode. So thank you so much for watching, subscribing. I've been having a lot of people walking up to me and telling me, oh, we watch your stuff. I'm so grateful. Thank you guys so much.